Maybe if your boyfriend beats you, he might not beat his next girlfriend. Maybe I'm too special for my boo-boo to raise his hand on me. I'm a woman of virtue.
He the gods want to kill, the first make mad. I just want you people to tell me that Blessing CEO is not the cringiest celebrity that Nigerians have ever produced.
Sue me, Lucky Yoko Orungbe. This is 13 years after marriage. Motherfucker, sue me.
We all know how she came out 2019, riding on the coattails of a controversy. That time that she went and took somebody's house and said it was her own that she built finish, and she was embarrassed.
Raise your face up.
Anyway, hello and welcome to the Trixiverse. It's good to have you here. I'm your lovely host, Media Trix, and here we talk about the trends, the truth, and the tea. So, take a seat, Blessing CEO. When you hear Blessing CEO, that's not because she controls any conglomerate. It's just because she has said that she is the queen of content. It says if she shines her light on you like the blessing of the Holy Virgin Mary, you are gonna be popular.
Popular. You're gonna be popular.
I am controversial.
She came out in 2019, with this controversy that I spoke about earlier. And she has kind of just been an influencer, a grifter basically. You know, these people that go from one part of the internet to the other, they jump on the trends that are popular. When it was popular to be a feminist, Blessing CEO was a feminist, but then at a point she cinched down her niche to be
The number one most controversial certified relationship and mental expert. Hide this from any man you are dating or married to. Number one, your virginity. Especially if he is not the one that took your virginity. Hide it. You were raped. Wow!
Anywho's, Blessing continued in her business of putting mouth in things, talking about trends. But Blessing's own was different. Blessing was a different breed. When it comes to Blessing, there is no losing. There is no drawing back. Blessing had their sin, though Blessing does not say sorry. Nothing is off limits with her. Also, Blessing is an exaggerator. She is not only an exaggerator, but she's a liar. One controversy came that defined who Blessing is as a human being to me. In the year 2022, a particular woman who had been married to a man for about 16 years and had been dating him for longer than that, since she was 15 years old actually, she was unalived in one of the most gruesome ways possible. She basically burned alive. And in that marriage, she had been complaining about her husband's infidelity and subsequently his domestic abuse. At one point in time, she came out and told people that she did some juju with herself for this man to be successful, that she made this man and this man is treating her like this. If you need a more poetically detailed video on that topic alone, watch Ada's TikTok video, or you can watch this eyewitnesses interview with Chude. Moving on. When this incident occurred in 2022, it was suspected that her husband had a hand in it. A short while later, he was actually arrested and charged with manslaughter. A couple days later, Blessing came barging into the subject, and there was nothing Blessing did not do. Blessing said this man is innocent.
It might come off as I'm being inhuman or being insensitive, but this is the fact. Bimbo have always wanted to die.
Hey!
From the beginning of the story, yes. She has always wanted to die. But the fact is that maybe she wants to take the man along with her. Because she has always been violent. She has always been fighting. She had every reason to leave.
People are saying, Blessing, wait, close your mouth. How did you know he's innocent? Blessing, calm down. Blessing said, don't tell me anything. I am a human rights activist. Do you know how many people I have saved? Blessing said, I do not respect the dead. I think about the living. And do you know what blessing means when she's saying this? She's not saying she's standing for justice. She's standing for the living. So maybe in her head, oh, she's dead already. This her husband that is a billionaire, that is handsome and my fellow Igbo brother. Should I not joke my head? Allegedly. Do you know why I allege? Blessing is currently married to that man. That man whose case is still in court over that manslaughter issue that happened in 2022. That Blessing started to defend that man a week after his wife's death. That man drew a tattoo of Blessing 2.5 months after his wife died. And Blessing posted it. And Blessing, after posting that picture, now later came back to tell her fans that it is true that it is that man's hand, but he is not my boyfriend. I snapped that his hand and I used it to make that post for my boyfriend because I have my own boyfriend.
Okay, a popular tattoo came out where they said Ikechukwu tattooed my name. Yes, it was a sign of appreciation. A lot of people can tattoo you. People have tattooed Bobrisky. I used the tattoo to write a love message to my boyfriend because I have a boyfriend. Ikechukwu is not my boyfriend. We are just friends and he's my client.
Guys, Blessing does not read you people. Blessing does what Blessing wants. Is it also a coincidence that the first post she made about she and her man was on the 1st of January 2023? And then in 2025, first again, she is now posting that man again. My theory, which is not very uncommon, is that she is strategically positioning herself to trend from the beginning to the end of the year if possible. And she's not afraid of you guys. She openly admits it. She told this man, yeah, he has to be controversial. Don't you know me? If it ain't controversial, then bitch, she ain't me, nigga.
I'm controversial. If my relationship is not controversial, then it's not Blessing. It can't be a normal relationship.
It is her, and she is her. So do you know what a Blessing CEO wrote for that man who was documented to be domestically abusive? Do you know what Blessing CEO wrote to that man when she was writing a love letter for him? Let me read it to you. I remember when you just said thank you via DM. And I said, it's just my opinion. Then you wanted to hurt yourself. And I ran to you, watched you for 7 hours to know you will be fine. The day I stepped my leg inside prison, yes, she actually went to prison. Do you know why she went to prison? She went to prison because in the course of defending this man, she started trolling the victim's family members, started saying all sorts of nonsensicals about them.
Forget all this noise. You know, when somebody dies, people just want to look for someone to blame. When I saw the video of her elder sister crying, if not because somebody had died, I was like, what is all this drama for? Why are you dramatizing?
Please, let's continue. I am glad I never even knew you before because you had the title married man. Aww. Such a joyful thing that you knew him after his wife had died. So happy for you. I am happy I met you in your times of trouble. And I said to you, Ikechukwu Dari Obona, I will hold your hands and we walk through together. They tried and still trying, but they don't know that I'm very stubborn with love. Ask my mama. I don't care about your past though. Oh girl, of course not. Why would you care about his past of domestic violence and manslaughter case that is still in court? Girl, please do not care about such rubbish. The man I met is a sweet soul. Yes, I believe you. Nobody knows my emotional side. I hide that part from the media. But you've been crying on TikTok for some days now. You've even lost your voice. Because you are defending Dari Obona. Say he's the most handsome. He's the most finest.
Everything is on point.
But you see you, IVD. I will honor you. I will submit to you. I will respect you, love you, and most important, teach you everything they say you did not know. She is going to teach that man how not to abuse his wife. I am so happy for her. Like, Oh my God. For the first time, let the world see me love a man so right. I have been. The world thinks I'm incapable of loving a man because I have built walls and set boundaries. But with you, Ikechukudari Obona, I will bend all my rules and break the boundaries. Don't let me down. Girl, you actually needed to add that. That's like a disclaimer. If the love is not, it keeps going. I'm not done. If the love is not tough, then it's not love. IVDX BCEO is going to be a movie. Happy New Year, boo. It's not even funny. It's just embarrassing. Like if you go to our comment section, you will see people talking so much about shame. It is embarrassing. People are asking like, Blessing, why? Why? Like literally why? Of all the men in Nigeria, of all the men in the world. But I was like, why not?
Give me tough time. You people are so weak.
Why not? Who else will you wish Blessing CEO upon?
I'm a woman of virtue, and he loves me so much that there will be no reason for him to beat me. So I'm so sorry that I am going to be getting the better part of IVD. If you want to eat it alone, eat it alone. There are some of we women that get the better part of a man. Some of you will crack the bone. So maybe you guys have been cracking the bone, but I am going to milk the better part of him.
Who else? Let me tell you, God is faithful in all his ways. This is like a match made in heaven. The only thing I wish is that she just takes some cue. There should be a level to depravity, you know. I keep thinking, what is so enthralling about this type of content? Wait, do people enjoy this type of content because it kind of shows them a glimpse into somebody's private affairs? Just do not get it. And this is not like a reality TV show.
Pick up the car.
So this is your life 247. That is what you're supposed to live. These are the type of people that have sold their soul to content, sold their personalities for fame. One day you see her, she's in a shrine. One day you see her, she's here doing all sorts of things, jumping from one place to the other. And it's making her look crazy. It's giving so-so. But this is not Nollywood. I mean, you're a human being. How would you put yourself through this stress? And yes, recently, she even went and got that guy's name tattooed on her neck. You know, let the world see her love a man so right. And their relationship never even kick off then. They don't already fight one public fight to then fight. Oh my God, that girl is so vile actually. So she started to accuse Davido that Davido was owing her boyfriend money. At the time, he was only supposed to be her therapist. So she said that Davido was owing the guy money. The guy now came out and was hailing Davido instead. This girl lose her focus. So she got so angry. She was like, IVD, you say Obi no they owe you money? Okay, since you won't disgrace your papa, I go show that you don't bite the finger that fed you. I go put all your teeth come off for your mouth. This is a therapist talking to her client. Say, Obio, no verse. I mentioned this because IVD cried day and night to me how wicked you are to him. Ikechukwu Ogbonnadari, war don't start. First, you go start with my 200 million naira. At this point, she had only known this guy a year. At the point that they were having this issue, she had only known the guy roughly a year. And she had already lent him 200 million naira. Or was it money for human rights activity job performed? Like, how was the guy owing her 200 million naira after 200 million naira after 1 year? She said, start with 200 million naira where you own me. Whenever she's shouting like this online, she know the type where. It's time to fight for the dead. Na me be your karma. Look at what she ended that hat with. It's time to fight for the dead. Na me be your karma. Imagine thinking that it's time to fight for the dead based on say it's time for her to fight for the victim. 1 year later, because two of una don't quarrel, it's time for you to fight for the dead because the dead were waiting for you to come and fight for them. Blessing, whatever you sow in this life, may God help you. Because you cannot be this inhumane. There is no need for you to be this level of horrible. There was nothing Blessing did not say to these people's family. She told the whole world that the girl and her family were not in good terms. At what point she was even like, Shebi, they are not in good terms with her. So why are they interested all of a sudden?
He's not there. My sister is not there. Nobody.
Why did they come out suddenly? What happened?
What do you mean? What do you mean all of a sudden? The death of their sister was not sudden enough. In 2024, she came out with an apology. She was apologizing to the girl's family, or that the death of all these celebrities that are there now has taught her. She was basically referring to Junior Pope and Mohbad's death, how it has made her see grief, her kiniko kiniko.
The deaths that we have had recently, from Mohbad to Junior Pope and every other young people that we did not know, I felt it. I cried. And I said, is this what it feels like to lose a loved one? And that's why I'm here to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the Martins family.
Bimbo have always wanted to die.
If I defamed them in any way, if I said anything that hurt them in any way,
Bimbo have always wanted to die.
I am sorry. And I hope this would help reduce the grief. And I hope your late sister would rest in peace.
You're supposed to be a therapist. And it took people that are not related to you dying. It took 2 celebrities dying for you to understand that the things you said to that family were wrong. And even at some point, she was like, this thing that is communication, blah, blah, blah. So you knew that there was a bridge of communication in between you and this family. And you had the heart to open your mouth and say those things you said to those people. 2.4 million people are giving you their patronage, are giving you their respect, and this is what you do with it. This is the seed you choose to sow into the world. I don't know, man. Abasio go mile. Anyways, that's it for today, guys. But anyways, thank you so much for coming around today. I hope you had a nice time. I had an amazing time filming. I hope you have a nice time watching. My name is Mediatrix, and this here is the Trixiverse, where I talk about things that interest, annoy, or amuse me. Thank you, and see you next week. Bye.